Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarujarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we'll be talking team builds and tactics for taking on stages 1 through 30 of the Fizz Future Gohan Extreme Z Battle. As you get towards the last few stages of this event, it can be fairly difficult, so hopefully with the information I provide in this video today, I can get you through all 30 levels and you can get all of those rewards associated. So we'll get into all that information here in a minute, but first, make sure you're checking those links out in the description below to follow me on my social media pages and join the awesome Discord community where we have tons of people playing Dokkan Battle and Dragon Ball Legends. Always a fun place to hang out and chat and get any in-game help you may need. So I look forward to seeing you over there. If you're new to the channel or you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content like this. Make sure to drop a like on the video today if you find any useful information, and comment down below if you have any additional questions or comments or if you need additional help with building your teams. So let's go ahead and hop over to the Dokkan Wiki real quick. Of course, this did just come out a couple of days ago on the global side. Starting out, we have Androids category units, which will be effective against the Gohan. And then you also want to focus on past stage 19, so when stage 20 starts is when Gohan really gets all of his buffs. So past stage 20, you cannot lower his attack or defense, and of course he can't have his super attack sealed and he cannot be stunned. But he also has an additional damage reduction of 80% against any Int or Fizz type units and any Super type units. So you want to try to avoid Int, Fizz, or Super type units at all if you can. If you have to bring them in, try to put them in the right area of the rotation so they don't get hit too hard, because they can be massive liabilities and they can end your game pretty much one shot if he gets a super attack off. Once we go over here, we can see we've got 4 Dragon Stones available from the missions, and then of course we've got the 30 Dragon Stones from just clearing the event, as well as 11 Grand Kais, and then all of the Hidden Potential Orbs and the Extreme Z Awakening Medals, of course. If we take a look at our Androids category here, something you want to focus on, you got a lot of lead units that you can bring in, but really the only ones that I recommend bringing in, you've got the AGL Android 13. He is the highest as far as the percentage buff for the Androids category. You have the Extreme Tech LR Android 17, so he's also pretty good there. He's got 150% lead. But you also have the Extreme Strength Android 21, who once she gets Extreme Z Awakened, she has 160% lead, so she is definitely viable for bringing in as well. Again, you do not want to try to bring in Fizz or Super type units, so that makes Android 17 from the Universe Survival Saga not really worth the time. And your Extreme Fizz LR Android 17, 18, and 16, again, Fizz type unit, so they're not going to be doing as good. You do have a decent free-to-play lead unit here with the Strength Android 18, who gives a 77% buff to androids, so not too bad if you have nothing else, but again, I would avoid really anything else on the sub-lead units. And you can see here our tech-type units, so again, we want to do any AGL or tech-type units here as far as these LRs go. Not too bad, but avoid those Int and Fizz-type units again. And you can see some of the other units we're looking at here. And we'll talk a little bit more about some team builds and options once we hop over to Dokkan Battle here. And you can see we are at stage 30, so we're going to take it on. The Gohan is fairly tanky and he has a lot of health. And again, he can hit some pretty good super attacks if you get him, if you get your units in the wrong slot. So this is the team that I've used to get all the way up to level 30. It hasn't been too difficult, but of course you can swap some things up. You can see here I've got that Android 13 who has that 170% lead, but the Tech Android 17, the LR, if you have him, you can bring him in as well for that 150% boost. Not too bad. And again, the Extreme Android 21 has that 160% buff to Androids category if you get her Extreme Z Awakened. And then pretty much, you know, you've got the Strength Cell and the Android 18. This is actually a really good unit, free to play or not. She has a lot of buffs in her passive for this event. Basically, the more Androids category allies you have, she gets stronger, and then also she buffs all allies and gives an additional buff to Androids units. So I definitely recommend bringing her in if you have her. If not, she is in the Baba shop. You can go over and get her, try to rainbow her out, Extreme Z Awaken her, and bring her on the event. But another thing you can do, here's kind of another option. I was just throwing some things together. Basically, this team, you've got all of the units that do not take the debuffs. We don't have any Int or Fizz or Super type units. Unfortunately, I do not have my LR free-to-play AGL Androids Awakened, or Extreme Z Awakened, but they are actually really good once you get that Extreme Z Awakening, so they're definitely a viable unit to bring in if you have them Extreme Z Awaken. And then I just thought I'd show you this. These are all free-to-play units that are viable to bring in for the event. I don't think it can be done with just this team, but if you are missing any units, basically, if you have any blank spots in your team and you need to fill it with some additional units, all of these free-to-play units are definitely viable to bring in for different reasons. And like I said, especially this Android 18. She does really well for tanking. She does some decent damage, and of course, she helps everybody else with the event. So let's go ahead and take on stage 30 here and see what we can do. Again, even with a good team, the event can still be fairly difficult, so you just want to make sure you're putting your units in the right spot for taking up some damage. You can see he's super attacking a lot in that first slot. We're going to put our Android 21 there because she has type advantage and she can tank a little bit. We'll go ahead and give that Super 17 all those orbs, and then the Cell, as long as we can get 6 off, we can take full advantage of his passive there. So he is starting with the super attack, and you'll see the super attack does some pretty good damage, even if you see almost 100,000. So it's still good as far as you know, an Extreme Z battle goes. But if you put if the wrong unit takes those super attacks, I'm telling you, it can really do some damage. So you have to be really careful. And you can see this guy just took 2 million damage, and it's not even a full health bar. So, like I said, he's got a lot of health. You want to make sure you're bringing in the right units so that you can do some damage here and obviously not get knocked out too soon. So most of the units on this team that I'm bringing in, they usually do, with their super attacks, they'll usually do about 1.5 to 2 million damage, and that really helps chip away at it. But in the meantime, again, you just have to be careful who you're putting in what slot and try to make sure that you're not getting hit with a super attack in the wrong area, because it can really be the end of the game pretty much in one shot. So got to be super careful with that. The Super 17 doing some good tanking there, and he should be able to do some good damage as well. And he's taking a super attack, so you'll take a look and see, again, Android 21, the strength Android 21 did take 71,000 damage, and there you go, 112,000. So again, he just sits there and he chips away. The Android 17 does well with tanking regular attacks, but the super attacks can really start to chip away at that health, so you just got to be careful there. And there you go, you got the strength imperfect Cell also tanking pretty well. And the longer you go in the event, if you are able to survive past about turn 4 and turn 5, you can get Android 21 and Android 13. You can get their transformations off, and then of course they start to do really, really well once those transformations start taking place. We'll go ahead and do this. Get the Super 17, the Ultra Super Attack, get them all the way maxed out, and we'll save those orbs for next rotation. But yeah, this is a free-to-play unit right here. This Android 18, I do have her Extreme Z Awakened, but she does really good as far as tanking, and she still puts out some decent damage. So again, definitely worth bringing her in on this event, because she is, I'd say for what she is, for a free-to-play unit, she is definitely an MVP for the event. She won't be doing the most damage, but she is very good to bring in for many reasons, especially the buffs that she gives all of the other androids category units on the team. Alright, so I think by next rotation we should be able to finish him off all the way. If we can get some super attacks and possibly some crits here, we'll go ahead and, can we get that Ultra Super Attack off? Not quite. So we'll give all those Strength Orbs to the Strength Cell, because his passive takes advantage with 6 or more Key Spheres. Got that Ultra Super Attack there. And then we'll go ahead and finish it off. We should be good this rotation. Like I said, the main thing is trying to get the right units to tank. You know, you'll be able to deal that damage little by little, but you really want to make sure you're not putting the wrong units in the spots where he's getting super attacks off, because it will be a lot of damage. Because a lot of these androids category units have some good, they synchronize up really well. They have some good synergy. You're able to get them with their passives and everything. A lot of them buff other androids category units and things like that. So of course there are going to be other teams and units you can bring in that I may not have mentioned in this video. If you know any good combos or teams, go ahead and drop those down in the comments below and let me know. I'm curious to see what teams you guys are using to beat this event. This Extreme Z Awakening for the Gohan is pretty good. I honestly haven't used him really in the last quite a while here, probably a couple years. I haven't really put him on any teams, but this Extreme Z Awaken does helping him out quite a bit. So definitely get in there, get this Extreme Z battle complete, if for nothing else, for the Dragon Stones, because every Dragon Stone is going to help. We are getting within a few months, of course. July is when the 7th anniversary will come out on the global side, so what better time to start saving than right now? So get in there, get those 30 Dragon Stones. If you complete those missions, get the extra 4. But yeah, that's everything for the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did find any useful information, make sure to drop a like. And again, comment below and let me know if you guys need additional help, or if there are other team builds or units that I didn't mention in the video today that you think will help other people out as far as taking this event on. And again, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below to follow me on my social media pages, join the awesome Discord community, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on future content like this. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.